BizTalk World talk show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt with us. He's considered to be an expert in the field of 100% natural, 100% organic hair color. His company, Radico, is the only company in the world focusing on only natural and organic hair color since 1992. After multiple rejection from world-leading laboratories, Mr. Sanjeev have no choice but to open a laboratory at home and started experimenting on his own. With excessive research and hard work for 4 to 5 years, finally he make 100% herbal color in reality, which was earlier considered as to be impossible. Now, Radico is present in more than 100 countries, from small countries like Arabi Island, Reunion Island, and large countries to developed countries like USA, Europe, and Japan. So, without further ado, let me introduce the brain behind this, Mr. Sanjeev Bhatt. Hello, Mr. Bhatt. How are you doing?
Thank you very much for calling me here. I'm really honored.
It's a pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you here. So, our audience would like to hear something more about you in your own words, with your entire journey, and what struck you to this idea of, natural and organic hair color.
Yeah, that's journey has been quite exciting. I was having a very good academic and professional education record. After completing my MBA from IMT Ghaziabad, which is among top 5 management institutes in India, I worked with various national and multinational companies of repute, but I always wanted to start something on my own, and that too related to international business. So many people used to discourage me that I have no godfather, godmother abroad, and I have no relatives abroad. So how can I do international business? But if you have a strong determination and big dreams, and you persistently follow that, you can achieve anything. I believe in that.
Right.
So I started. Initially, I started with in 1992. I started, and at that time, India was famous only for handicrafts. So, like any other person, I started with handicraft. But I was good in communication, so I very fast received an order from Europe for a artificial jewelry. But since I was in Faridabad near Delhi, and the manufacturer were in Mumbai, because I did the SWOT analysis as we are taught in management, and I found the best artificial jewelry manufacturer in Mumbai, and I gave them order. But I didn't know anything about Indian business, so it was my first exposure. So when I went there to take the delivery, to my amazement and big surprise, the production work was not even started. So that was my first Indian business experience. Anyway, cut the story short, that I even had them in doing the production and all, but somehow, since this order was made in such a hurry, that there was a color difference in necklace and earring. And that order got rejected. And I attained my first bankruptcy very fast, thanks to Indian manufacturers and suppliers. So then I analyzed why I failed. That analysis I did. And I found because I failed, because the manufacturer on whom I placed the order was not in my city, and it was beyond my control. So first thing I learned lesson, whatever you do, it should be under your control. Then I decided, what is there in my city? And I used to live in Faridabad. What is there being manufactured under my bed? So I found Faridabad at that time was famous for, it was an industrial town, very big industrial town, famous, but it was more famous for henna. Henna.
Oh.
Natural henna. So I said, okay, henna seems to be very easy, just fill up in the boxes. There is no earring and necklace variation. But later on, I came to know it was not an easy task. So that is how I started with henna. And luckily at that time, I came across a Japanese company who were looking for natural hair color.
Oh,
And I introduced henna as a natural hair color.
okay.
And I thought it would be very easy, simply fill in the bag and, there's nothing precise specifications like jewelry. But later on, I found that with Japan, it is also very difficult. Fortunately or unfortunately, I started with Japan. Why fortunately? Because they taught me quality. And why unfortunately? Because my 17 samples continuously in a row got rejected.
Okay.
And they wanted highest consistency, even the natural product like henna. So this experience, and they never, thanks to Japanese, they never say no to samples. I will send them again, I will send them again. They had a patience. So over 18 months, I sent them 17 samples,
Oh,
and my 18th sample got accepted, and after that, no look back. That's how I started with
so much
natural color with
patience.
Japan. Yes, yes. And in the process, I learned the quality from Japanese. Though, why I say unfortunately, because I was frustrated. I was already bankrupt, and it was difficult for me to send expensive couriers to Japan. My all PF money was gone in first order.
That's
So
right.
it was a very troublesome. And I used to feel, oh my God, why I started in Japan? But patience pays, as they say. And it paid. And now we are doing millions of dollars of business with the same company, with whom we started.
Lovely,
So
lovely.
that's how I started with natural color. Then the demand, they started demanding, Sanjeev, this henna is good, natural color, but it give only one color, orangish brown. Can we have black? Can we have dark brown? Can we have? Then I started doing research. And as you said in my profile, I approached various laboratories across the globe, but everyone told me, don't waste your time. It is impossible, 100% natural. Then I had no choice but to make a laboratory in my home. And it took me 4 years to come up with one first hair color, which was stable, And then I got the, what you call it, knack of it, and I could understand after spending 4 years, herbs. And the problem was there is very less research work done on herbs. Nothing like in chemicals, we have periodic table, we have all elements, all compounds, we know in and out. But herbs was not, because
Explode.
in year 1857, Britishers banned Ayurveda to sell their allopathic medicines.
Okay.
And they destroyed all the research work, everything. So everything stopped till 1857. That is why you must be sometime wondering if you have ever gone to any Ayurvedic doctor or Vaidya, they will not write prescription, but they will give you pudiya mein bhar ke.
Exactly.
I used to wonder why it is so. Then I came to know why, because in 1857, they banned it. Before that, it was very well organized. Ayurvedic doctors used to write a specification, and there were Ayurvedic shops, herb shops like chemists. And they used to go there, take the herbs and make a recipe and eat it. But after putting ban, all the herb shops vanished. But practicing of Ayurveda doctor did not go. What they started doing, they started practicing Ayurveda, but without leaving a proof. So they stopped writing prescription. And they used to give you in purchase, so that there is no proof. So I came to know this after a long research. So that's how I find very difficult. So many actives are there in herbs which are unknown. And so many actives are there which, when react with other herbs, then give something else result. So this was the challenges I found, but I overcome, and then no look back. Today we have 24 shades, and I can make another 30 shades. and then I introduced my product, and I thought, how do I test it? But being a management student, I thought, let me choose a small country. So I choose New Zealand.
Oh,
and as soon as I introduced, it was instant hit. And without my efforts, it even reached to nearby country, Australia. And then we were confident, and we aggressively placed these products in all over the world. And now, proudly, I say today, our brand is present in 100+ countries. In fact, we stopped counting after 100, it should be 111, 112 countries by now.
That's amazing. That's wonderful journey that you shared.
Yeah.
Obstacles, talking about the obstacles, you have shared a lot about it, many, but what was the major obstacle that really, that time you just hold you back? And how did you overcome that?
Oh, yes, we found major obstacles was like how to make impossible a possible, you know, with least knowledge in herbs. How do we make it stable? So you will be very surprised. I used common sense,
Okay.
and common sense is not common. So in primary classes, we were taught mixing and matching of the color and getting different colors. So I
Yeah.
remember that complementary color. Then I thought, okay, let's take red. What is the herb responsible for red color? Then Mandishta. Then we said for orange color, Hina. Then what for blue color? Indigo. Like this, I chose different herbs and then tried mixing and matching. And we became successful that. You know, otherwise people used to say, don't waste your time. The greatest challenge was mixing and matching color were achieved, but getting the stability, you know, that came by various experimentation because we don't know much about herbs due to the reason I told you. So I had to do lot of permutation and combinations, lot of. I used to do all these
Family was
experiments at
very
night.
supportive, I guess. Your family have supported you in everything, every
Oh yes,
experiment and
especially my wife supported me a lot, my father, mother, everyone supported me. And then one day I got a combination which gives stable result, you know. So that was the biggest challenge. And recently, like herbs are weak in comparison to chemicals. My second challenge was how to make my hair color very, very strong. So I did the research work and I have developed a new technology for which I have just recently received a US patent and I'm waiting for Europe patent. And after that, I will publicize it. Before that, I'm not. With this new technology, which I have developed, our herbs will become 1,000 times stronger. It means it may become even stronger than chemical hair.
wow, amazing.
So that would be a turning point. I'm just going low profile so that everything all patent if I get, then I will strike in the market.
Okay.
Till then, I'm going very low profile. But this is my one of the life's achievement.
Lovely. That's really, really nice and appreciable. That's really good. So, how do you like? What is your success mantra? I would say, like, what is that mantra that you want to that's hidden into you, but we want to know it.
Very good question. Very good question. Success mantra, or I will say, what are the steps to success? You know, I used to wonder, like, what are the steps of success? Why have you ever wondered? Sometimes, if you notice, we and our friends, we all go to same class, same school,
Right.
Same teachers teach us equal. Then we pass out the school. Then we go to college. Professor teach same to all the students, 40 or 50, whatever it is. But why it is so that one or two students become very successful or rich and famous, and many others cannot, or some even they get vanished in darkness. Why? When all that throughout the school, throughout the college, when we get the same education, then what is it? So I was very curious to know that. And on the basis of my own experiences, I have identified certain steps, which knowingly or unknowingly, I think most of the successful people follow that. And I thought, what if vice versa? If we follow these success steps, can we become successful? And yes, so that was again a research. So on the basis of my experience, I found first step is dreaming. You know, dare to dream big. You know, never think that you know. And in our childhood, we used to be taught, don't make castles in the air.
Yes.
Just read, and just study. And if you study, you will get good job. If you get a good job, then you will get a good girl to marry, and then your life will be settled. That's all. But no, it is not so. And I used to dream a lot. So my parents used to worry. Kiska kya hoga? He's always dreaming. Then I came to know, when you dream a lot, you know, it gives you an direction. You know,
Right.
one day, you know, when I was starting business and everyone was discouraging me, so I was very frustrated because there was no support. Everyone was saying, why did you leave a senior job? You were doing excellent work. You were given a car by the company, all the perks, and you were flying. And at that time, have you gone mad? My relatives used to say. How do I explain them? So one day I was walking around in Connaught Place, and on the footpath, you must have seen many, sometimes girl, boys, or old men, they sell posters.
Yes.
They sell.
Right.
So I saw one poster, there it was written, those who dream most, do the most.
Oh.
That was my only support, only inspiration. Then I thought, oh my God, I dream a lot, so I'm not doing something wrong. As my all people say and scold me that you always daydreaming, you will do what you will do in life. So that was my only support. I said, if there is a poster on it, definitely it means something, you know.
Yes.
That was my sole inspiration and no look back.
Correct.
So first, dream most. Second step is, if you keep on dreaming, it will give you, and think big, dream big, you know, then automatically you will find a direction, you know, where you have to go, you know.
Right.
And it happens, there I will give you a hint. Make your passion a profession. You know, if you make your passion a profession, you will put your best in it. You know? You know, in our days, they used to say, yeah, I love photography, but everyone used to say, no, engineer and doctor, that's all. Thanks to nowadays, you people, young generation have many scopes, many different lines,
Yes.
you know, even IT and non-IT, even the petroleum line, photography, sculpture, everything. At that time, it was not there. So we had no choice to follow our passion. So
Right.
please make your passion a profession. Then a pagalpan, a madness in you, you know, a fire in your belly to achieve that and no look back. You know, put a कई बार old time में तांगे चलते थे, घोड़े का जो चश्मा लगा लेते थे. Don't look here and there. Simply follow your plan, whatever you thought.
Yes.
Give your best. Stake everything. You should be little eccentric, एक पागलपन होना चाहिए. You know?
Correct.
And then no look back and focus. You see, multitasking is also good, but multitasking should be done when you achieve one goal.
Correct.
You know,
Very
but
good.
in the beginning itself, if you keep on doing multitasking, you will reach nowhere. And please understand, to all the would-be entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs or startups, I would like to give a message. Whenever you start a venture, even a small pan ki dukaan, resources are always limited, even if it is a pan ki dukaan or a new project by a big MNC. Resources are always limited. If you put those resources in 5-10 lines, justice will not be done with any line, any product line, and you are bound to fail. And then you will get frustrated and you will get discouraged, and then you will never dare to start again. So focus on one, put your all resources there, attain a success. And when you make it up to a certain point, then try to do or diversify second line. That's the way. And another step is, please use new technology. Your new technology. New technology helps. It's take you ahead of your competitors or your colleagues. At my time, the new technology coming was internet. And I think probably I was the first in world to make a website in year 1996 on henna and hair, natural hair colors.
Wow.
You know? And in 1998, you know, I was flooded with so many inquiries not inquiries, orders, and 99% from America, because at that time 99% internet was being used in America. To understand what is internet, I had to go to VSNL office. How data are roaming around in in environment, how we are getting it. And VSNL were also not clear. They gave me a book.
Yes,
These are the
that time
combination of
was a new
computers.
technology, so
Yes, and at that time, there were only 10,000 to 12,000
yes.
emails in India, and I was one of them.
Wow.
So I used new technology, emails, and when I started sending, all people from America, and I opened a website, one page, and I was flooded with orders. I had to appoint one assistant to take care of orders and not inquiry. And at that time, we put a filter that we will not accept orders less than $3,000.
Wow.
You know,
Like you
1998.
with
I'm
that
talking.
much.
Yes, 1998. So that's why, and that's how we become successful. Another step is, please do something unique. You know, now question comes, how can everyone be unique? Everyone is not an Einstein, you know, who do lifelong work and then he is different. So do common men have no rights to become rich and famous? Yes. Innovation take lifelong. So how do we make our life rich and famous and simple and luxurious? Okay, I agree. Innovation is very, very difficult and lifelong. Use renovation. Take the same thing, present in a different way. I have taken henna. Henna was not a new thing. I did not discover or invent henna. I introduced in Japan. I made a very good pack and introduced in Japan as a hair color. And at the same time, I introduced in America at Hollywood like a body decoration.
Wow.
And both were instant hit. So I used renovation, and renovation and innovation have same results. So why become Einstein and white hair and no time to comb your hair? Do the grooming nicely, be a gentleman, become a Shah Rukh Khan, and use renovation.
Lovely.
Enjoy your life, and effect is same. You read that same effect. So that's what my message is, and this way you will be able to achieve. Most of the people will be able to achieve success. These are the steps of success.
Thank you so much. I think our youth have, get overwhelmed with all the success mantra that you gave us.
Yeah.
It was really amazing. Okay, one more thing I just wanted to ask, like managing such a big company now, you have been spread so much around. So how do you manage your team and how do you manage your people? Like how it's being done according to you?
Very nice question. Here I will add one more step first to success. If you, then another important point, keep on upgrading yourself. Go with the time. For example, if WhatsApp came and I was hesitant to use mobile phones and all, then my wife taught me, go with the time. And she opened the WhatsApp for me, and I never used to see it. One day she said, 1,000 messages are there. What the hell you are doing? You will be late behind. Then I learned the WhatsApp, and now after that, I started teaching him Hangout, Telegram also. And she's amazed. Oh my God, I taught you WhatsApp and you are teaching me so many other platforms. So go with the time, otherwise time will not wait for you. You will be an odd man out. Age doesn't matter. It's your interest. And just now you asked me about how you manage. Yes. Luckily, from the very beginning, I used to believe in delegation. I delegated. It is true that entrepreneur who started the business, no one can duplicate you. No one can have your brain, ideas, and thinking. But how much you can do alone? If you keep on doing alone, most of the entrepreneurs make this mistake. they do not dare to delegate because they think no one can match them. It is true. But, and they fear if we delegate, they will take decisions and loss will be made. And they are fear of facing loss. But please don't think like that. That is not a loss. That is a small investment to make yourself free to plan for future.
Correct.
Once you have established a business is running, for execution, you do not involve yourself, prepare a team. Delegate them, let them take decision. Initially, it will be poor, it will cause some monetary loss, but that's a small cost of your freedom. You know, later on, they will become expert. I've been delegating since last 25 years, since very beginning. And now my all, I don't call them employed, but my family, you know. And they are so well equipped, they are running the show. And I am the only one who is free, who have all the time in the factory, in my business. Now we are a medium-sized multinational company and we have offices abroad also. I am free and everyone is busy. Then what do? I plan for next 10 years.
Steps. Yeah.
I do research, I go for patents, I travel across the world every month, and I try to, you know, in various universities give lecture or train my distributors how to use, you know, natural colors. And we plan for next 10 years what we have to do. So that's how you become from zero to a multinational company, which runs on systems, you know. We should learn from.
Yeah, here again comes one more success mantra from Mr. Bhatt for all the youth. Start dedicating your work. You'll work more better, and you know you'll get an innovative mind.
Yes, don't try to do alone. Otherwise, till you are active, I have seen, I will not name big groups also. I have seen very big personalities not delegating. And outside their room, there is a queue. One is, sir, we have to purchase a car, we have to take a decision, we have to purchase 1 crore machine. Another is, sir, we have to purchase phenyl, we have to purchase pocha. What the hell? And you are wasting your time. You are all the time busy in that. And another thing, you keep yourself free, your mind is balanced and free so that you can plan for next 10 years. And thirdly, give some time to your family. You know?
Yes.
Because family support is very important. Very, very important.
Very much.
Last 16 years, I leave my office at 4 o'clock. No drivers, nothing. Then I'm chauffeur of my wife. Bolo kya lana hai? Bole sir, sabji lani hai, aata khatam ho gaya. Okay, fine. It's such a pleasure that we sit in a coffee shop and enjoy life. Then we sit in our home and watch a movie, favorite movie. And everyone know me that after 4, it's my personal time. So no one call me. And my office also feel okay. Ki chalo boss chala gaya. So everyone, it's a win-win situation. And it's your one life, only one life. It is very, very difficult to get success. It is more difficult to hold the success, and it is very, very difficult to enjoy the success. You know? So life is one. You should enjoy it. You know?
Have to enjoy it.
Invest in yourself also. You know, pay yourself first. You know, so that you are always ready to support. Even if you travel on air, they say that दूसरों की सहायता करने से पहले अपना मास्क लगा. I got this idea from there.
Yes.
You know, first you अपनी तरफ you become strong, you become stable. Then only you can support your family. You can support your professional family, their employees, their families, and then only you can make an organization strong, which will stand for decades, many, many decades. Otherwise, if you don't delegate, after 10, 25 years till you are active, organization will grow. After that, it will collapse. There are many such groups you can call on, you can count on fingers. They were once very big name, and where are they now? Gone forever. They made the same mistake. They even spoon-fed their children. They are also not capable. You know. So this is, you should delegate, make your team capable, make your children capable. Ask them to start from scratch, from the shop floor like a worker, and then ask them to prove the ability, and then they should come up to the chamber. They will learn everything. Otherwise, they will be easily be fooled, and they will make a big loss. So that's another success mantra, or
Yes.
whatever
In
you are.
every line, in every sentence, we can get into something new for our youth. Oh my God, everyone
Thank you.
should watch this video because this is full of success mantra, I would say. Like Mr. Bhatt has given us so many mantras in his every line. That was wonderful talking to you. So, any
Thank you.
other mantra is left so that our youth can get more motivated?
I think you have limitation of time. I'll keep on speaking for hours and hours.
Oh my
Another
God.
mantra is never forget people who supported you in your bad time.
Definitely, definitely.
Give most importance to humans. They are your real assets, not machines.
Your mother.
Treat your staff,
behind
treat
it,
your
yes.
staff better than family.
Yes.
And give them more than, pay them well, more than the, more than the average. Make them grow. Do not employ any of your relatives, and never do partiality. In my factory, in my organization world over, all kinds of religion, caste, creed, people work. And those who work hard, sky is limit.
Yeah.
Sky is limit. Share your wealth with them. They are the first people. They are the most closest family. Don't just accumulate only for you. Again, you will collapse.
Yes. Again.
Follow MNC systems. Let the systems run the company. You don't run the company. Whoever is capable will manage the company later on. Don't unnecessarily push your relatives, your children. If they're capable, fine, let them hold the. If not, let the professional management run the company. You have no rights to play with your employees and with your employees' family, with your product, and has thousands of customers per day.
Correct.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. You were overwhelmed with all your examples, your stories. Everything was so lovely. It was lovely chatting with you. And
Thank you
for
very much.
sharing such a great insights. And we'll be looking forward to have more chats, more such chats, so that we can learn more from you in the future. And we'll be talking about some international business industry growing over here and there. So waiting for some next chats. And for all our viewers, if you like this chat with Mr. Bhatt, please like, share, and subscribe our page, Clickaway Creators, our YouTube channel. And we will be coming up with such industrial leaders, and we'll be having such chats more for you. So this is
Thank you.
Ayushi from Livestock World.